Today's horoscope from AstroCademy, Gemini October 11, 2024. Jupiter begins its 4-month retrograde period today, prompting a review period and, perhaps, some realignment of your thinking and your plans related to your social life, hobbies, creative projects, romance, entertainment, and children. Waning enthusiasm is possible now, and some tweaking and a different perspective on these matters are in order. Take the time to catch your breath if you've been moving too quickly. There is no need to put things on hold during this retrograde cycle that lasts until February, but some level of de-emphasis of your pursuit of pleasures and entertainment can be practical now. This can be a time of finding something lost or reviving old projects or hobbies. The need to moderate yourself can be especially relevant if you've been expanding too big or paying too much attention to romance, emotional drama, or solo creative projects to the detriment of other life departments. There are times to expand and times to pace yourself, and the latter is likely to apply during this cycle. Today, there's more joy in moderation. Any time a major outer planet, like Jupiter, makes a significant change in the night sky, you are directly impacted. As our great benefic reaches a screeching halt now and in the coming days, he will do so in your solar house of true love, romance, and fertility. Pay attention to what changes direction in your life around these themes in the coming days. It could be you, a crush, or a lover who also simultaneously changes their mind about something. If single, you could notice that exes or old flames pop up in the months to come. If you'd like to give it another go, make it happen. Do you feel inspired? You could have been brimming with new ideas ever since Jupiter entered Gemini at the end of May 2024. The creative juices have been flowing these last few months. Unfortunately, you may feel like a creative blockage is coming on as Jupiter stations retrograde in Gemini. This retrograde will last until February. From now until then, you may need help coming up with imaginative pitches and working on your passion projects. Take it easy. You will be inspired to create in your work life in due time. You want what you want, and you want it now. Today you may experience that quality of yours commonly known as impatience. The urgency with which you experience certain feelings may overwhelm those around you this week. Try to focus on understanding what you want and putting it into words that let people know how they can help you most. That overpowering celestial energy can be mitigated by language. Another tip: deal with your frustration with a serious workout or on the bike path. Today's vibrations are going to allow you to finally harvest the fruits of your labor. If you weren't so modest and discreet, you could benefit from a promotion or an encounter in your sentimental life. But your temperament makes you keep a low profile even in the most favorable situations. Apart from a small amount of anxiety at the beginning of the day, you are in great shape and your kindness won't miss touching more than one of the people you collaborate with. Keep up the rhythm. As Mars continues to influence your work and Venus enhances your career prospects, a friendly aspect between them that peaked yesterday remains strong throughout the week. Simultaneously, an exciting alliance is forming on the playful, creative, and adventurous side of life. Today, planets align in an adventurous section of your chart and create a positive connection with Jupiter as it too RNS retrograde in an area associated with fun, romance, and creativity. Since neither influence is likely to diminish soon, it's important for you to find the right balance between work and leisure activities. After returning in May to begin your luckiest year for love and the most important for matters of the heart and all things romantic in over a decade, Jupiter turns retrograde in your romantic sector today. Jupiter will remain in retrograde motion until February, giving you a chance to both review the journey so far and make the most of the doors now open to the past and second chances. Our eyes in the sky. Today is inviting you to pause, breathe deeply, and allow the natural flow of life to guide you. Sometimes, when we're caught up in the hustle and bustle of daily life, it can feel like we need to constantly push forward, but today's energy is reminding you to step back and let things unfold on their own. Have you ever experienced that feeling of relief when you decide to take a break and suddenly everything starts falling into place? That's exactly the kind of vibe today is offering. If something doesn't go as planned, resist the urge to blame yourself or feel like you need to take control. Instead, take it as a gentle nudge from the universe to let go. By pampering yourself a little and allowing things to flow naturally, you might just find that what you initially saw as a setback opens up new and unexpected doors. Have you ever noticed how, when you let go of trying to control every little detail, new opportunities seem to come out of nowhere? Sometimes, the most productive thing you can do is step back and give space for things to develop on their own. During this period, it's especially important not to fall into the trap of competition or seeing others' tie-ins as challenges. Whether it's in your personal life, at work, or in a relationship, interpreting everything as a battle can create unnecessary tension. Have you ever found yourself getting worked up over something minor, only to realize later it wasn't that serious? Today is a good day to keep things light, avoid overthinking, and stay clear of power struggles. If you're feeling emotionally drained or pulled in too many directions, it's okay to step back. Spend some time alone, recharge, and allow yourself the space to regain clarity. Solitude isn't a retreat, it's a way to center yourself. If you've been feeling doubtful or uncertain about something in your life, know that these feelings are temporary. Maybe you're struggling to make a decision or you're unsure of the next step. That's okay. Sometimes we need time to let our thoughts settle. Have you ever had one of those aha moments where everything suddenly becomes crystal clear after days of confusion? That moment of clarity is coming for you. Trust that, with time, the answers will reveal themselves, and you'll feel confident moving forward. What's important is to give yourself permission to be in this moment of uncertainty without rushing to find a solution. The beauty of today's energy is that it's not just limited to romantic relationships, it's a time to nurture all of your connections. Friendships, family bonds, and even your relationship with yourself can be strengthened. Have you been meaning to reach out to a friend you haven't spoken to in a while? Or maybe today's a good day to spend some quality time with those who mean the most to you. Relationships thrive when we show up with an open heart, ready to connect deeply and authentically. Take a moment to reflect on a relationship in your life that could use a little extra love today. How can you nurture that bond? Even something as simple as sending a text to check in or scheduling a catch-up call can go a long way in keeping those connections alive and thriving. As the day moves forward, you'll notice a shift in the energy around you. The moon is aligning with expansive Jupiter, bringing a wave of optimism, lightness, and a sense of limitless possibility. It's like the weight of the earlier part of the day lifts, and in its place, you're left with a joyful, hopeful vibe. Have you ever noticed how, when you're in a great mood, it seems to spread to everyone around you? It's like your happiness becomes contagious, and soon enough, everyone is smiling too. That's the energy you'll be radiating today. People will be naturally drawn to your laid-back and relaxed vibe, and you'll find that your positivity uplifts everyone in your space.